back when we were having the Feeding Hayes Summit last month, we kind of realized there were still a lot of organizations and people who don't know about this. And so we really want to get the word out that this is available to people.
I'm Cristina Janney with the Hayes Post and Eagle Radio, and I'm speaking with Erica Berges, Executive Director of the United Way of Ellis County, who will give an update on the ongoing United Way campaign on this episode of the Post podcast.
On October 22nd, which was Sunday, was our official 70 years since our very first United Way fundraising drive. Back on October 22nd in 1953, they were able to raise $18,132.50. So really great accomplishment then, and we've just grown ever since. It was kind of fun this past Thursday. The city of Hayes proclaimed October 22nd United Way of Ellis County Day. So we got a little certificate for that. So we're really excited about being officially 70 years old, I guess you could say.
Well, you're right in the middle of the campaign. How's the campaign going, and what do people need to do to get involved?
Sure. Well, the campaign is still early. All our businesses are running their internal campaigns, so we haven't gotten a lot of those turned back in yet, but I know they're going to be pouring in soon and keeping our office busy. Right now, we're probably around 15% of our goal, but like I said, really early. Our letters have gone out. Our workplace campaigns are going, so we're really excited about what's going to be coming in. Of course, you can donate anytime. There's lots of options. You can go online at liveunited.us. You can choose a monthly donation if you want to, or just a one-time gift. You can also send cash or check to our office also. We're at 1200 Main Street, Suite 102.
And what does all of this money go for? It all stays locally in the community.
Yes.
And what are you funding?
Yes. Well, we are funding 14 different partner agencies with 19 different programs. And all those agencies, you know, they help so many people in the community. I was looking up some numbers. In 2022, they were able to help 17,000 people, and they provided 70,000 services. So just a huge number, and that's with meals delivered, food pantry, counseling services, mentoring, youth mentoring programs, early intervention services, safe shelter from options, parenting classes, cancer, nutritional supplements, and financial help that way. Like I said, the Meals on Wheels and the Hayes Senior Center are some with the meal sites, so we're helping with food. I know I'm going to be missing a lot. The Salvation Army has a paper pantry. So instead of food, if you're needing some paper products like paper towels, toilet paper, laundry, any toiletries, that's the place to go. They do a wonderful job with that. Any type of transportation vouchers from WKCD to get from your job back home or to look for a job. That's a really great program. Also, CASA, they're always in need of volunteers for their CASA advocates, so that's another great partner agency. Another one is CPRF, that's the Cerebral Palsy Research Foundation. They have seating clinics, which is, you know, something maybe a lot of people don't think about, but it's very important to that individual. If you're in a wheelchair for any extended amount of time, you need to make sure that wheelchair fits you, or otherwise it's not going to be a lot of help or a lot of comfort. So that's another really great program that maybe a lot of people don't know about, that we help fund. Catholic Charities has their food program and their counseling services. Big Brothers Big Sisters, American Red Cross, we help with their blood services and their disaster services. So go online to our website, liveunited.us. Under our work is the partner agencies, and so you can see all the partner agencies and the wonderful things they do.
It really touches such a wide range of people in the community.
Yes.
All kinds of income levels, all kinds of ages and demographics.
Yes.
United Way touches so many lives in our community.
Yes. Yes.
You have an event coming up November 10th in conjunction with the grand opening of the Big Dillon's remodel.
Yes. So they're going to have some fun activities. I think they're still trying to figure it all out, but we've been asked to be a part of it. We're going to have a table there with our information, possibly a food and supply drive for our partner agencies. So put that on your calendar, come out, help support Dillon's. They were always a great supporter of United Way and all sorts of different organizations in the community as well. So put that on your calendar, come out and see us.
At the latest school board meeting, they were talking about another event that United Way sponsors, and that's Reality U.
Mm-hmm.
What is Reality U? And I understand you need some volunteers for that event.
Reality U is a financial simulation course for high school sophomores and 8th graders. And we've brought this for several years now. I think we might be on our 4th or 5th year. I don't remember. But it's such a fun event. These high schoolers and middle schoolers fill out a survey a couple weeks before, just with some questions about what their interests are. What do they think they want to do after high school? Do they see them having a family or pets that go into college, occupation? And then the day of, they get their scenario of what their life looks like at 26. So it gives them a monthly income, and then what their student loan debt may be, if they have children, if they have pets, if they're married or not. And then they have to go around to 12 different booths and buy their basic necessities of life, like your housing, your transportation, groceries. Childcare is a big one that really shocks a lot of the kids. But we need volunteers to sit at those booths and just kind of talk to the kids, ask them some questions, and then you can point them to what they need to purchase. It's really easy. The company that puts it on, Pando Initiative, they have everything lined out for you. So I know some volunteers that are new are always a little apprehensive, but once they do it like 1 or 2 times, 2 kids come up, then they're good to go. But it's so much fun to interact with those high schoolers and middle schoolers. They really get an eye-opening experience on really how much things cost. And I know at the end, all these years that we've done it, we get the same answers, that they don't realize how expensive they are, and they're going to go home and thank their parents or their guardians. So it's a really fun time. It's going to be November 27th. We're going to be out at TMP with Victoria and Ellis High School, as well as the TMP 8th graders. And then on Tuesday, November 28th, we're going to be out at Hayes High all day. To volunteer, you can either contact our office or go to our volunteer website, nwksvolunteers.org. We have both days available to sign up, and we have them in shifts. So I know, full day is a lot for people, but there's 3 different shifts that you can sign up for on that Monday the 27th, or 4 shifts on Tuesday the 28th. So please sign up. It's a fun time. That hour or hour and a half goes really quickly, but it's a good time.
I volunteered for this a couple of times. The last time I volunteered, I helped with the car booth, and the kids first think, oh, I want a sports car, I want a big new truck, and then they go through and pay all their bills and realize that they can't afford the sports car or the new truck, and they may actually be walking.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's really fun to work with the kids. It's really eye-opening for them, and you are right. At the end of each of the events that I've been to, the kids are like, oh, yes, I thank my parents. Yes. They help me so much, and I really appreciate what they do for me. It's a really good event. I would definitely recommend others to volunteer for that.
We're glad we're able to bring that back every year, and go to our website and look for our sponsors. That we always get sponsorships from area businesses that help out and provide volunteers as well. So a big thank you to them, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to bring this program. And then look for in the spring, we should be out in the middle school, Hayes Middle School again this year.
Wonderful. It's a wonderful program. You also have an Ellis County resources page, and that's available on website or on an app for the Android or iPhone. What does that app do? And I understand you're updating that right now.
Right. Well, it's been several years since we started the Ellis County Resource Directory. Back in 2017, some agencies were like, we need just one place where people can go to find the resources that are available in Ellis County. United Way kind of took up that project. Since we're kind of oversee a lot of different agencies, we're able to kind of do it all in one place. So we got a website. It's elliscountykshelp.com, and the resources are put in different categories. And then also the app is Ellis County Resources. Just search for that and it'll pop up. But it's just a great resource if anybody is in need of help, but just don't know where to go. Again, it's broken out in different categories so they can see what's available in whichever, area they're needing help with. Back when we were having the Feeding Hayes Summit last month, we kind of realized there were still a lot of organizations and people who don't know about this. And so we really want to get the word out that this is available to people We need to get some stuff updated. People, organizations move, maybe their services have changed. So we're really going to be working on that in the next couple of months. We have some great organizations that want to help with that, help market that. If you're with an organization that helps provide a resource and want to be a part of it, just contact us. I know there's so many out in the community. Sometimes it's hard to find where all those resources are at. Just like people didn't know about the Ellis County resources, there are a lot of other services and programs that are available that people just don't know about. So we're going to be working on updating that, really getting the word out so people know where to turn when they're in need of help.
It's not just food, though. It's housing. It's all kinds of other different resources. It's really meant to be a one-stop shop for whatever resource you might need in the community.
Right. Yes. If anybody, like you said, there's food resources, there's resources on housing, elderly services. There's so many just community programs, youth services, volunteer services, veteran services, services for people with disabilities. There's all different categories, so you can really get it kind of narrowed down, because if you were to look at it, all of them, it would be a little overwhelming. So that's kind of why we figured out the different categories, so people could go to the area they need and find what is available here in Ellis County.
And if someone has, say, if you're at a church and you have a food pantry or something like that, and you want that to be added to the list, they just need to contact the United Way?
Yes. Contact us. Just give us a call, 785-628-8281, or you can always email info@liveunited.us. Just give us our information, and then we'll probably contact you, just ask you a few questions so we can figure out which category you fit into.
So, and that service is completely free for the resources, and it's free to download on for the app for Apple and Android, and it's free to get into on the web as well.
Yes, and we also have a version that you can print one out. We'll be working on getting that updated as well, and probably even provide some printed directories in the future as well. But for right now, you can always go on there. There's a PDF that you can download and print off yourself.
And if you go to the website, there is some instructions in Spanish, I understand.
Yes, the resource directory is available in Spanish, so we hope to get that updated as well. But there is a version of that on the website now.
Okay. Erica, do you have anything else going on right now? I know it sounds like you're really busy with campaign.
And we're going to have a lot of fun things coming up in December, too. So next month when I'm here on our podcast, I'll have a lot more information on that to give you guys. So we're really excited about what's going to be happening in the next couple of months. Again, super busy time for us. But again, it's an important time because the money we raise goes to the partner agencies. So the more money we raise, the more money we're able to provide to them so they can provide services, because they are definitely see more and more need every single year. I talk to them and they're like, the need has just grown for what people are, with the cost of everything, people are just struggling. So we want to make sure, to get the help to them.
Yeah, inflation not only affects businesses, it affects nonprofits, and it affects families and how they're able to provide for their families.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Erica. Don't forget November 10th for the grand opening at Dillon's. Check out and volunteer for Reality U coming in November, and the Ellis County Resources page and app is available at any time. Thank you so much for being here, Erica. This is Cristina Janney for the Morning Blend.
And real quick, Erica, what was that number of funds raised back in 1953?
$18,132.50. I did go look and kind of see what the equivalent would be, and it was like around $200,000 in today's dollars.
206,686.
Yeah,
that is
which
insane,
really cool
for 1950s.
And what is our goal now?
370.